Hello and welcome back to MMTV from MotorMouth. My name's Harry Benjamin. Remember to hit that subscribe button and you can also download our latest podcast too, wherever you get your podcasts. Now, we're heading over to the United States of America for this video to take a look at the NTT IndyCar Series, America's top-class single-seater racing championship. And if you have no idea what it's about or how it works, fear not, I'm here to give you the Dummies Guide to IndyCar. IndyCar has been around since 1998, with drivers and teams battling it out across a season to be crowned champion and receive a $1 million bonus. The actual car used is a single-seat open cockpit race car with a Red Bull designed aero screen. The series currently features as well a 2.2-litre twin turbocharged V6 engine, which are supplied by either Honda or Chevrolet. Now, if we compare that to Formula One, current F1 cars use the halo instead of a screen, with the goal of both though being to protect the driver's head in the event of a severe collision. In terms of speed, an Indy car can reach around 235 miles per hour. That's actually faster than an F1 car from 2019. They're also heavier though than F1 cars, but generally a bit smaller. The 2021 season will see 14 teams lined up with 35 drivers signed up for a mix of racing full-time and at selected rounds. The IndyCar calendar is made up of a combination of superspeedways, short ovals, road courses and temporary street circuits. One of the most famous IndyCar races is the Indy 500, usually held in May, marking the month of May, with the practice and qualifying leading up to the race taking place across the whole month. The Indy 500 is a big deal. Some teams and drivers only enter the championship just to race at the Indy 500. Points are doubled and the prestige of winning the Indy 500 is alongside the likes of the Monaco Grand Prix in Formula One and the 24 Hour of Le Mans in the World Endurance Championship. While we're on the subject of the Indy 500, let's talk qualifying, because the way drivers qualify for the start of a race is different depending on the type of track. For the Indy 500, the order of who goes out on track to qualify is determined by a blind draw. Each car is then allowed 2 warm-up laps before setting a timed quali lap. These laps are known as green flag laps, which consist of 4 timed laps, with the average time recorded as the official qualifying time for the car, which determines where it starts the race from. For all other oval tracks, the order cars qualify is the reverse order of the championship point standings. If a team has no points, their order is decided by a blind draw. Then each car is allowed 2 warm-up laps, followed by their fast green flag laps, of which they set 2 consecutive timed laps, with the average taken as the final qualifying time. The fastest average time gets pole position. But for the road and street courses, qualifying is split into 3 segments, a bit like Formula One with Q1, 2 and 3. Segment 1 is broken into 2 groups, decided by the best times posted by each car in the final practice session ahead of qualifying. Each of the 2 groups gets 10 minutes of track time, with the fastest lap set by each car determining its qualifying position. The fastest 6 cars then go on to segment 2, while the rest are assigned their qualifying positions, which is 13th back towards the rear. Still with me? Group 1 occupy the odd number grid positions, while Group 2 get the even numbered. So in segment 2, the 12 advancing cars get another 10 minutes on track to try and set their fastest lap time. The fastest 6 cars come the end of the season go through to the final segment of qualifying, which is called the Firestone Fast 6. It's so American, I love it. Here, each car gets 6 minutes of track time, and at the end, whoever's fastest is on pole. Simple. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. The other obvious thing that you might not have picked up straight away is how IndyCar races start. It's not the more traditional European way of standing starts from grid positions. All races begin with a rolling start, with cars in their positions in 2 or 3 wide sequences, and they begin by getting into formation as they follow the official safety car during the parade and pace laps. Then the safety car lights will go out, and once they come back round to the start-finish line, the green flag flies and the race is underway. Pit stops do occur during the race as well, but here's how they work. Only 6 crew members are allowed over the pit wall during a pit stop, and it is literally a wall that they have to jump over to get to the cars. During a normal pit stop, the crew change all 4 tyres, add fuel, and can make wing adjustments in around 10 seconds or less. Driver also has a spotter who talks to them throughout the race. They are the driver's eyes in the sky and inform their drivers of any on-track incidents, opportunities to pass, and loads more. And they're usually located above the grandstands. Right, let's talk points. This is what the points payout looks like for IndyCar, with points being awarded all the way down to 33rd place in some instances. It's 50 points for the race win, 40 points for second, and 35 points if you finish the race in third. Points are doubled, of course, for the Indy 500. Points are also awarded during qualifying for the Indy 500 because the Indy 500 is that good. Manufacturer points are also up for grabs. It's 5 points for the race-winning manufacturer and 1 point for the engine manufacturer that qualifies on pole. The same structure of points as the regular driver's point system is also awarded to the top 2 finishing full season entries for each manufacturer in a race. The points thing is a bit complicated when you say it out loud, so feel free to go Google that one in a bit, because I'm moving on to drivers. I'm not going to go through them all, most of them, but not all, because there's a lot. But some people you need to know about are Scott Dixon, who enters the 2021 season as the reigning champion and is one of the most successful IndyCar drivers ever, with 6 titles to his name. 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champ Jimmy Johnson is joining for selected rounds this season, along with former F1 driver Romain Grosjean and 3-time Supercars champion Scott McLaughlin. Other regulars of the series include Simon Pagenaud, Takuma Sato, Joseph Newgarden, Graham Rahal, Helio Castroneves, Ed Carpenter, Tony Kanaan, James Hinchcliffe, Sebastian Bourdais, Charlie Kimball, and Ryan Hunter-Reay. Oh, some other recognisable names in there as well include Alexander Rossi and Connor Daly. You can check out our podcast with them right now, by the way. Do it right now, or right at the end of this video, preferably. Along with them, though, is Juan Pablo Montoya, Marcus Ericsson, Pietro Fittipaldi, and Simona Di Silvestro. In terms of Brits, flying the flag is former F1 driver Max Chilton and Jack Harvey. And that is just about everything you need to know to get a pretty decent outline of the NTT IndyCar series, enough to impress your friends at least. As always though, don't forget to let us know what you think in the comments below. Are you an IndyCar convert, or were you a fanatic already? And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and click that subscribe button, and I'll see you for the next one.